We actually haven't played Chromie in quite some time on our channel, so I decided, you know what, why not? Chromie is always fun to play. Like, she's definitely my comfort pick, I would say. Like, if I just want to play the game and don't really care about like winning or like the optimal plays, like meta picks, meta builds, I just play Chromie, or maybe I play Asma then. Also, weirdly enough, I actually consider Tracer my like hero for relaxation, and you wouldn't think that because she requires so much like micro and just caring about all of the incoming damage and things like that. But for some reason, like, you kind of like zone in and you just don't care about anything at all. So yeah, let's actually play some Chromie. So the build for this game, I think we're gonna go for Q build. I think we're gonna go for Q build with the piercing sands because we want to counter the Misha and Nova's clone. And with our piercing sands, we would be able to actually pierce their clones or the bear in order to hit their backline. So that's definitely something we want to be doing here. So then, ooh, oh, that's a clone. But I can use it to stack. Yeah, that's actually something you can do. You can just use clones to stack your damage there, which is obviously very, very, very convenient. Misha should not die there. Oh no! Can we get a kill? Jaina should die. Attack. Falstead hesitated far too long. Far too long. I can actually snipe there. Oh, there we go. She actually walked out for some reason. Oh, if Kerrigan actually landed that, if Nova committed to that a little bit further, I would have precasted my Q to hit the stunned Nova there. But she decided otherwise. Probably a smart choice. Also, the fact that we have Kerrigan on our team makes our job of landing skill shots extremely easy. That's a good thing for Chromie, right? Because her skill shots is kind of hard to land, like, let's be honest here. It doesn't matter how good you're at it. They are so easy to predict, because enemies literally see you every time you cast your Dragon's Breath, no matter how hidden you are, right? So it's very easy to predict when you are about to get hit with a burst of damage, and it's easy to move out. And the innate delay also makes it a little bit tougher than it should be. Oh, not quite enough damage. Not quite enough damage. Maybe we will actually even go for Bronze Talons here because Nova. Because we would be able to kill Nova if she decides to engage us, right? But I do think that Piercing Sands is much safer choice, and we should get more value from it over time, I believe. I actually helped them by killing the boss there. Can we get the globe? Nope. Oh no, I missed the skill shot on Vala there. Oh, hammer? Oh, Jaina's so close to dying! So close, but not quite. Oh no, everyone is dying. Hammer. That should be a kill. But oh, that was beautiful. But Nova, no! Get out of here. Stand in my trap. Stand in my trap. That was too late. That was too late, Nova. You should have... she just stood there. I probably should have started kiting her a little bit earlier. That would have maybe saved us, but I was really afraid of Rexar with stun on Misha. Somehow Tracer survived that ward. I don't know what happened with Misha there. She should have attacked immediately after the stun, but she hesitated, and that allowed Tracer to easily escape, so that's cool. Mobius Loop, do we want Mobius Loop here? They actually don't have a healer, so our Temporal Loop would be really, really effective together with the Dragon's Eye, I think. So that's kind of my... oh my god! Oh, that was painful! Did you see that? Did you see that ultimate prediction? I mean, obviously I didn't predict that. It was just a random, like, it was a random combo by me, and they just happened to walk into it. Man, if only we had that reaching through time there, she would have been so dead. There is Nova there, by the way. We actually... you know what? Revealing Nova with your skill shots as Chromie, that's the dream. That's the dream right there. Can we actually snipe? Tracer should be really, really careful because... okay, the ultimate would actually kill her, but Nova is kind of a counter to Tracer, really enough. Even though Nova is really dependent on her snipe, like, right, and skill shots, but landing one snipe versus Tracer means the Tracer is now at half health. So it's very, very easy to kill her right after. So that's definitely something not everyone just considers right away there. Kerrigan should have engaged that a little bit earlier, but Tracer got this. Tracer with the cleanup. Good job, doing what Tracer is supposed to do. Also, yes, Chromie, you really want to be kind of laning versus Hammer. That was kind of my bad this game. Somehow Hammer didn't actually do any structural damage to our team, so I have no idea what she was even doing. But that's definitely kind of where you can excel as Chromie, because Hammer will just siege up. And by the way, that's something you never want to be doing versus Chromie, like sieging up. Versus Chromie versus Kerrigan, they will destroy you. So the fact that she even does that, that's such a risky move. Such a risky move. Also, we should be really careful here, because Nova can be anywhere, and Nova can kill us. Much easier than anybody else. By the way, there's only Misha there, and we're so afraid to engage that we didn't even know who was capturing the shrine. But yeah, killing Chromie as Nova is so easy. You just need, like, you don't even need to like do anything advanced. Like, as long as you hit your skill shots into Chromie there, she will die. No other way around it. And that should be a complete wipe. They just lined up for all of my skill shots, completely disregarded my existence, and they paid for it. Now Hammer is doing damage. That was actually maybe a really good choice by Hammer there. Instead of fighting 9 versus 9, or 9 versus 8, versus my ultimate, right? She decided to push there, and that was a really good choice. By the way, I didn't pick my ultimate at level 9. Definitely something you want to be utilizing as Chromie, just utilizing your trait. Like, the fact that you get your ultimate one level before everyone in the game can really swing, like, can really screw up with the timings of defenses and attacks. Because where previously you would think like, okay, we are 9, enemies are 9, we should force the fight right here. But versus Chromie, that approach does not work. Does not work at all. So I will actually time loop here. Okay, so secret to landing your time loop, temporal loop and your skill shot combos properly is that you want to be doing all of your skill shots. Basically, you want to be looking at the face of the clock there, right? And when the arrow hits half of it, like when the arrow hits 6 o'clock, you want to start casting your combo. Do not try to cast your combo as the arrow is hitting the half, like the 6 o'clock. Start casting, and it's very important, because if you precast it basically, and if you try to time it perfectly, what will happen is like server tick rate and your FPS, things like that, definitely influence your ability to time your attacks precisely. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so beautiful. That was so beautiful, but not quite enough. Hammer with the flank was able to eliminate us, and now the... I don't know why Kerrigan waited. She could have engaged Hammer right away there and killed her with just her Ravage, and then ravaged into the enemy team and maybe do her combo while Rexar was alive there, but she hesitated, and we all paid for it. So yeah, because of the server tick rate, your FPS, things like that, they might influence the timings in such a way that all of your skill shots would land right before they are looped back in time. So it's very important to cast it just like a split second right after the arrow hits half of the circle there. So I mean that's pretty much it. That's all you need to do. All you need to do. You just hit WQ and you landed your combo. That's all you need to do. The trickier part is using your time trap for the combo. Because using your time trap actually requires you to react almost immediately with all of the damage. Please help me. Please help me. Help me, please, guys. Oh my god. They waited for so long to do that. Oh, that was so awful. And then, I mean, I would have been probably dead no matter what there because of the precision strike by Nova. But they should have definitely helped me a little bit earlier there. Also, that was also my bad. I did kill Rexar there, but that was a very greedy move. And I should have definitely played a little bit more safe. Luckily, they cleaned up. We only lost Falstad in the process. And we were able to kill all 3 of them after they committed to that... to fighting there for some reason. They should have just also disengaged after killing me. For some reason they committed to that a little bit too much. But Falstad died, so it was, I don't know, kind of worth it. They are behind in XP, so on one hand they get more XP for our deaths, and on the other hand, every time they die they lose even more XP because they aren't like soaking, like they have less bodies to absorb experience, right? So it's always kind of a gamble of how you want to regain your experience points. Do you want to make super aggressive plays, or do you want to just safely wait for your experience flow to just kick in and eventually catch you up with your enemy team here? I think here we're gonna go for Quantum Overdrive. And why? I actually like Shifting Sands a lot. Like it's fun to stack it, and after you stack it you do so much damage with it. But that was a waste of an ultimate. She was so dead there was no reason to do that. But for this game, Quantum Overdrive is a much better choice in my opinion, because they don't have a healer. Like they don't have a healer and they don't have sustain. Oh wow, that was good disengage by Hammer. She immediately used her thrusters and just rode away. If she actually unsieged first and then used her thrusters, my combo would have still hit her. But because she decided to time it that way, just to use thrusters, that was such a good choice. Tracer should be very careful because Hammer has ambush and Tracer has no way of revealing her. So that ambush damage on Tracer will hurt her a lot, like a lot. So she should definitely be careful about her positioning there. Also, it seems like Hammer went for the knockback mines there. An interesting choice. Tracer dead. Tracer should die there. Oh, Hammer, what? Why is there a Hammer? That makes no sense. And she disengaged right when I was casting my skill shots. Who does that? Okay. Okay, there's nobody there, but I'm really afraid of Nova, so I should go back. I'm at half health. She can just kill me. Like one combo of her, of all of her skills and a couple of auto attacks, and I'm super dead. But as I was saying, Quantum Overdrive would be a much better choice. They don't have tanks with sustain, I mean aside from Rexar, but that's not really... We are aiming for Rexar, not Misha, so that's definitely not an issue for... Yeah, so since they don't have sustain, we won't be able to stack up our sands. Because they will just either die by the point we reach our 40% damage boost, or we just gonna be screwed. Oh, good job there by... I mean, that might have been an overkill, but I mean, good job committing to that much. So this is actually the trickier part of Chromie's combo. Oh my god, I survived with 10 health! 10 health! Oh, the trickier part of Chromie's combo is when you don't have Dragon's Breath up, so now you cannot like time them perfectly, right? Now you need to actually wait for that arrow on the clock to go probably 60% of the way, not 50% like when you have Dragon's Breath, and then cast your Q. So that's definitely, like, Chromie has her little intricacies that you need to learn to play her properly. But aside from that, she's a very fun hero, and I think pretty easy to play. Because as much as it's cool to land all of your skill shots and do like insane amounts of damage, like if I landed all of my skill shots this game, first of all, we would have already won, and second of all, I would have had 50k damage right now, because she just hurts so much. And her mana costs are super low, and her cooldowns are super low, so you're kind of like, yes, you need to land your skill shots, but missing them is also not a bad thing on Chromie. Like, compared to any other hero out there, Chromie is the most forgiving one, even though she has the hardest skill shots to land, in my opinion. So it's I think it's good design. Like it kind of it will like basically game rewards you for being good, but at the same time it doesn't punish you for being bad. So I don't know, it's like a casual friendly but hero with a high skill cap, which is pretty awesome. And like I don't know, it's just so Blizzard like, you know what I mean? It's so Blizzard to do that. Look at Hammer. No, false dead. Why? They would have been so dead there. They are still dying. False dead didn't. Oh my god, we would have gotten a kill. I had my overdrive and everything. At disengage. I mean, obviously he tried to save his teammates, so he definitely made the right call there. But like, all of our skill shots would have just destroyed them. They were like all lined up too, like they stood in a line. So our piercing sands, our everything would have really hurt them. And that's a kill. Boom. Cool. She actually timed her vault perfectly. She was able to escape our sandblast there, because that's the other part about the combo, is landing your sandblast on it might be a little bit tricky because it actually has a travel time, right? And it will. So what happens is that it depends on the distance. The further you stand away, the kind of faster you need to cast your sandblast, right? And at certain distances, it starts to be like it basically becomes impossible with reaching through time to hit your perfect combo with Dragon's Breath and Sandblast at the same time because of the travel time. So that's definitely something to think about. But let's start poking them. Like if we can actually bring them low enough on health, we can just start snowballing this pretty hard. Oh, Nova! Nova, why? That's a real Nova. Guys, please. That's a real Nova. What are you doing, guys? Just kill her. She just stood there all this time, and everyone ignored her. She is literally the easiest target to kill on the enemy team, because she doesn't have escape. Jaina can slow you, Jaina can kill you really fast. Nova is just standing there and taking damage. Nova needs to land some of her skill shots, some of her auto attacks in order to kill somebody, right? Whereas Jaina just can kill you with a skill shot, so... Oh, that was awful. That was good job by Nova too. She did what she was supposed to do in the teamfight, is kill me super fast, because of how easy it is to kill me, right? I suffer from the same weakness that Nova does, is Chromie and Nova are both super easy to kill. So we kind of want to kill each other before the other one can kill us, type of a deal. So that's definitely something that she did super right there. She was super overextended, so I hope that my teammates would punish her, but it just didn't happen. She died in the end, but it took so much effort from us to kill her, and then we lost even Falstad in the process, Rexar. That was totally not worth it in the end. I will actually try to... You know what? I'm not gonna... No! She walked into it. That's why I love Chromie so much. That's why I love Chromie so much. You just need to cast your skill shot, and then the enemies just make one mistake, and you just capitalize on it. Like, look at that. No! Rexar. Why did you do that, Rexar? Also, you can use your clone to scout a little bit with your sand. And not only scout, you can actually kill people, finish off people when they kind of think that they are safe, but you have still your sand clone back, and you just snipe them when they don't really, like... when they think that you completely disengage, right? So that's definitely a fun thing to do. And can we land? There we go, we killed her. So that was well timed. I will actually wait for Rexar. Ooh, Rexar did really good job there. He cancelled his stasis early there, and that forced me to miss. That's kind of something you want to be doing to as somebody like Oriel. Oh no, that was almost a kill. I'm always aiming for her so that she would dodge, but she just doesn't She's just taking none of it. She just stands there and fights. Okay, so that was cool. I mean, that was a typical Chromie game, I would say, and we are even MVP here. It's kind of easy to earn as Chromie because of just like all of your like you just land completely random skill shots over and over and over and over. You just cast them. Eventually they will hit and eventually they will do damage. It's kind of Chromie's playstyle. Also, she's weirdly enough a very chaotic hero, in a way that you kind of want to play her chaotically, right? You don't want to be predictable. You don't want to launch your skill shots in a pattern. Like for example, that last engagement there at the core, where I was aiming my skill shots in such a way where while I would try to dodge them and I would hit her, right? So I tried to create a pattern in my head of things that are about to happen. Instead, I should have just went for it. I should have just aimed them like without thinking almost. Like Chromie is definitely a hero that benefits from not thinking about where you aim your skill shots. Not all of the time. Like when you're aiming your Temporal Loop, when you have Zul on your team, Kerrigan with all of those positional, like forcing enemies to stand in one place so that you can land your skill shots, obviously you need to go for it. But outside from that, versus good players, it's a really good idea to just launch your skill shots in a completely unpredictable manner, because that's the best way to hit them, right? Because you can dodge, like you can easily dodge, like you can even see where Chromie is aiming her skill shots. You can't see the Dragon's Breath, but you can definitely see the Sandblast. You just need to look at her character here, because she will always face the direction of her Sandblast, right? So you can definitely sidestep it. Whereas Dragon's Breath is a little bit more unpredictable, so kind of, I mean, the perfect way to probably synergize those abilities is you aim your Sandblast in such a way that the enemies would try to dodge into your Dragon's Breath, and then you hit either Sandblast hits because they decided not to dodge that way, or Dragon's Breath hits because they actually decided to dodge your Sandblast, right? So it's kind of like a gamble you need to do. But it's always a fun time. It's, as I said before, she's just a fun hero to play, for the reasons I hopefully already explained. So I think that's gonna be it. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. If there are some heroes or builds you want to see me playing next, make sure to let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching and see you next time.